Hey, this is Lynette Bledsoe coming to you live from LynetteBledsoe.net from my home office here in San Antonio, Texas. And let's try this again. Seems like I was getting a phone call. It was totally messing me up. So I went airplane mode on Facebook. So forget that. All right. So today we're going to talk about, and I'll start again. So today we're going to talk about launching or relaunching your business. So sorry if I lost connection with you guys, but I'll start from the very beginning. So welcome back if you're joining me. So anyway, all right, so how do you launch your business or how do you relaunch your business? It doesn't really matter if this is day 1 of your new business or this is year 10. It doesn't really matter. And again, thank you guys for joining me again. All right, so it doesn't really matter if this is day 1 or this is year 1000. Really doesn't matter. You can do a 30-day launch for your business any day of your business. It really doesn't matter. So what I was sharing earlier was back in 1999 when my husband and I first got into network marketing. Back in those days, way back, I feel like a senior citizen, but back in those days, we actually had to launch our business by doing home meetings. So what we would do is get on the phone with as many people as we can and say, hey, can you do us a favor? Can we just show you something to see if we can help you? It was actually a service company. Can we just sit with you for 10, 15 minutes and just show you just to see if this is a fit for you? We would make the appointment, and honestly, most of the times when our friends and family set up those appointments with us, they did it as a courtesy. They did it only to, say yes and sit there. And most of the time, they never really signed up with that service. They actually just sat there and did that launch as a courtesy. So what do you do after that? You go through your friends and family, and then you try to find other ways so that you can, in a sense, launch your business. So what we used to do, and I still laugh about this, we used to go to, because most of you guys know I'm from New York City, so we used to go to Manhattan Mall and take a pen and paper and bother the people at the mall as if they were there to listen to anything that we had to say. They were there to go shopping, but we were determined, and we would go there and go up to them and say, hey, are you looking for extra income or whatever the spiel was at that moment? We will go up to them and say, hey, how can we help you? So, and mind you, people are in the mall, and this is something I would not suggest, because most of the time people are at the mall, they're honestly going shopping. I know for me, when someone approaches me, when I'm focused on one thing, I don't like to be interrupted, especially when I have my kids. I don't have time. I have to go back to what I'm doing, because I don't like to take that time away from my children whenever we're focused on whatever we're focused on, right? So that's my opinion. But we would do it. We would go up to strangers while they were shopping. So just a tidbit. That's how we used to launch our business. That was back in 1999. So when my husband and I kind of walked away from direct sales back in 2014, because we weren't really satisfied with having 100% of a business where we wanted it to work for us. So we kind of walked away from it, did our own thing. And what I would suggest to everyone is make sure that you're happy with the time away the way that you have to spend in your business, because otherwise you'd be spending a lot of time doing things unnecessarily. So let's just get back to launching the business, right? So for the last 30 days, in a sense, I've been in launch mode, right? If anybody that follows me on Facebook, you probably haven't really seen me on Facebook. I've been on Facebook Messenger more than anything else in the world. I haven't even had time to post anything. When I do, I'm like, oh shoot, let me just write something real quick and just get back to work mode, right? So that's kind of what you want the launch of your business or the relaunch of your business to be. You want it to be where you're so busy, you don't have time to do anything that's not going to pay you. That's not going to give you that's not going to help you at all. So I'm going to go back to kind of what we were talking about before, right? So when you're launching your business, people don't care that you just started in your new company. They don't really care about that. They're going to say, hey, congratulations. But what people want to know is, what is that company going to do for them? So, and I gave some examples. I'll give it again because I deleted the last video. I don't like when my videos are messed up. I'm like a perfectionist that way. So I'm just going to start that again. So let's just say if you're in a new company, or let's just say if you've been in your business for a while, doesn't matter. your friends and family, if you're launching your business and you're doing it from Facebook or you're talking to somebody, they want to know what that company or that product or that service, what can it do for them. I remember a few years ago, I shared a testimony from a family and the experience that they were able to receive from that service. And I had so many people say, wow, thank you so much for sharing that testimony, because I didn't know that that service could do all that for them, right? So let's just say you're in, and I'm going to use the example, because people don't buy products. They don't care. We can get products anywhere and just go to the store if we're looking for a product. They want to know what that product can do for them, right? So if you're in a weight loss company, and maybe you're just launching your business and you don't have any transformations or any testimonies to share from your experience, you can share a testimony from someone else who has used your product and say, hey, wow, so excited. I cannot wait to get the results that, Sheila got. And I see Sheila just joined. That Sheila got in her business, right? So you can say, hey, wow, after she finished using this system, she was able to lose 30 pounds, or she was able to lose 40 pounds. I can't wait to get started. And guess what? And most of you probably seen it. Guess what? So many people are going to ask you, well, what is she using? And that gives you people who are actually interested in your product or service. Or let's just say you're in a skincare product. And again, maybe you're in that skincare product you just started. You can share testimony of what transformations other people who have used that skincare product, or maybe other customers who have used that skincare product. You can share the testimonies that they've gotten from using that skincare line and say, wow, so-and-so got that transformation. I cannot wait to see the same experience in my skin so I can look younger, because I'm in my 40s, so I gotta get that stuff too. So but you can share those experiences and say, I can't wait to see, or I can't wait for maybe you're too young for any anti-aging skincare line. You can say, hey, I cannot wait for my customers to get these same results. And then you can start sharing those testimonies. I'm telling you guys, testimonies from your product or your service, that's going to be the number one key for you launching your business, is sharing those kind of testimonies. Because again, I can show you guys every product that's in your back office. You can sit here and buy a box of every product in your company, but nobody's going to care of what's in that company. They want to know what that product or that service does for them, right? Okay, another thing. Lifestyle. Let's say if you have someone who approaches you, or let's say if you're looking to people to work with, people want to know what that business has been able to do for you if you're launching or relaunching, or what that business has been able to do for other people. So for my husband and I, one of the biggest testimonies we used to share was our home business was able to move us from New York City all the way to Texas. Most people can't say that they were able to financially secure themselves where they can move from across the country to another totally different state. They usually can't say that. But that's a testimony that you can share. Or let's say you haven't had a big testimony, or you can't share a big story like that. You can say, hey, I know a leader in my company who she was able to move her family from Texas to New York City, from New York City to Texas, just based on the income that they're getting in my company. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get to where they are. So share testimonies. Like I said, people don't care about what company you're with or whatever. They care about what it's able to do for you. So let's just say maybe it's the summertime. Maybe you're able to pay for your kids' summer camp. I know for my son, he's like a computer whiz. He likes these computer techie things that are a couple $1,000. So they're not little like cheapy things. He likes real techie stuff. So they cost a couple $1,000. So what if I wanted to share a testimony? I can say, thank you for my business. I was able to share, I was able to pay for my son for 2 weeks worth of his computer coding program. You can share things like that, because people, maybe moving from New York City to Texas, it's a pretty crazy drastic move, right? A lot of people may not relate to that, But if you can say something like, you know, I was able to pay my car bill, I was able to pay for the summer camp, whatever. People relate to that stuff because that's relatable, right? New York City to Texas, that's like outrageous. It's crazy, outrageous, but that it did work. So, all right, so let's get back to business. What are the 3 things that you can do to launch your business? And again, if you're joining me live and you want to get these tips, there is a live webinar this Wednesday night. You can head over to LynetteBledsoe.net/weekly training. There's going to be a live webinar, but I'm just sharing with you guys what I've been doing for the last 30 days. And if you're curious at what that business is, you can hit a number 1 and I'll reach out to you. But anyway, there's 3 things. There's why did you choose your company, what, and wow. So you're going to do these in Facebook Live. And I know you're like, oh my gosh, she just said Facebook Live. I don't want to go on video. Honestly, it's not a big deal. I act like I'm talking to my friend. So as you see, and I can screw up these videos. Obviously, this is my second video. And this is the first one totally got messed up. And I think the first one was better than this one. Oh, but we digress. So the why. Why did you choose your company? What are 3 or 5 reasons? In that first video, you want to do what are 3 to 5 reasons why you chose that company. Why did you choose it? Was it like me? You kind of wanted an online business where you can just maybe share products and services on your phone and just keep it moving for the day, so I don't have to like sit there and waste time with my kids, run around the whole city trying to do stuff, but I can just share things and direct people in different directions from my phone. Why was that one of your reasons? Because you whatever, everyone has a different reason as to why they started their company. So I can't tell that for you. You have to decide what are those 3 to 5 reasons. Then the second one, this is kind of cool, unboxing the product. So the what, when that box comes with your new starter package or your new kit, whatever, what's inside it. Share your experience. Say, I'm so excited UPS guy just dropped off my box. I'm so excited to see here, and share with everyone what's inside. Because guess what? People are going to be curious. What company is that with? Wow, it looks so professional. What's inside of it? Share that experience with people because they want to know. And then the third is the wow. What have you gotten from your company? Was it a transformation in weight loss? Maybe it was a transformation in your mind. What did you learn over the last couple weeks or the last month? What have you learned? For me, I learned that maybe I need to turn off Messenger because Messenger is like way beyond, my Messenger is like way beyond too many notifications for me. So, but what have you learned in your launching of your business? What are things that you have experienced? Where did you maybe screw up? What mistakes have you made? It honestly, I mean, everything is a learning process. I made a mistake from week 1. I made a mistake, but you learn from those experiences and you keep it moving. What have you shared? Maybe you did make some money. Maybe you made a couple $100. Maybe you made a couple $1,000 from your launch. Share that with people and say, wow, if I did it, I can show you how to do it. So with that being said, I hope that, remember, I'll go back to the 3 just in case. So how to relaunch or launch your business. You're going to do the why, the what, and the wow. Okay, so I hope that really helped you guys. Again, if you want to join us on that live webinar, it's LynetteBledsoe.net/weekly training. And I'll see you guys at the top. Hope that second video helped you guys. Have a great day.